Hello, thank you for being here. I'm Rose Lihou and I'm the author and illustrator of a series of books called Tiny Dogs. This is Herbie. He's a normal sized dog and he's just having a sleep today in the studio. Now the tiny dogs live in the garden and they are so small that all four of them can fit in your hands when you do this. That's how tiny they are. And I would love to show you today how you can draw your very own tiny dogs, including some ways that you can make them look super tiny. So go grab some paper and whatever it is that you like to draw with, and let's get started. I'm going to show you how to draw Sorrel, this little guy here. The reason I'm going to show you how to draw Sorrel is because he's super easy. He's really fluffy. And fluffy dogs are the easiest kind of dogs to draw. You can't really go wrong. And I know that you're going to do a brilliant job with this at home. So I'm going to show you in a big, thick black brush pen like this. So you can see the lines really clearly when you're copying them. But you can use whatever you want at home. So you're going to do a nice V shape here. This is his ear. So we start off with his ear. And then we give him some little fluffy bits on top like that. You'll see that not a lot of these lines are going to be connected together. We're just going to keep it nice and loose and it makes him look more fluffy. And then the front of his face is kind of like a number 7. You see that? So do your number 7 and then give him some more fluff under his beard. And then we're going to draw Sorrel. He's going to be lying down because his favourite thing to do is have a nap. He loves sleeping, dozing, napping, and that's what he likes to do most of all. So we're going to give him a little curved line like that. He's kind of looking a little bit like a prawn or something. And then his back leg is going to be in line like this with more fluff. And then we're going to do his arm up at the top here, which is going to be like that. So nice and curved. And then again, more fluff. You've got it. And then for his second arm up at the top here, we'll do it kind of pointing out. So we'll stretch his arm out with that line, give him a little round paw on the end, and then, yeah, more fluff. We're going to give him a tail down here by doing a nice curved line like this, you see? And then follow it back down and give him some more fluff. There we go. One thing that I like to do with Sorrel is give him a couple of little claws, his little toenails there. It helps us kind of see where the fluff ends. And then we're going to give him a nice big round circle eye. I like, if you kind of imagine this as like a square, and his circle of his eye is going to go there. I like to do it quite low down. So there's a circle of his eye. I'm going to give him a nice big happy pupil. Sorrel is a very happy young man. He'd call himself a young man. He's actually the oldest of all of the dogs. So we're going to give him a little nose up in the corner there. And then we're going to come down below his eye to give him a little smile like that, you see? I'm going to go just a little curved smile like that. And then he needs a little bit of fluff for his eyebrows up there. And then one final thing to finish our Sorrel is he really likes wearing a leaf for a hat. So we're going to do his little leaf hat here. It's kind of like a bean shape, do you see? Like a kind of bean leaf. And it has a little stalk on it like this. So that's our lovely Sorrel. Oh, one more thing. He has lovely pink cheeks. There we go. So here comes what I think is the most exciting part of drawing tiny dogs. This is something you can apply to any tiny animals that you're drawing. Because at the moment we can see this lovely dog, but we have no idea how tiny he is. He could be a giant dog. So we need to give the people looking at your artwork a clue that shows just how tiny he is. So our Sorrel here is going to be having a little relax on a leaf. So you see that green line that I've added there? If you do something similar, so just under where his belly is there, underneath his arms, coming out here, and then join it up there, and then you can do a really nice big whoosh green line there. Okay, that's his leaf. It needs a stalk like that. But that shows us that Sorrel is actually a very tiny dog. And there you go, there's the sorrel. I'm going to show you some other ways that you can make tiny dog pictures look super tiny.